Legion! Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy, StumpD, back from the OPTC video, and in today's video, Gear 5 Luffy is here. We have the character information, we got the character art, we got that trailer. It looks phenomenal. I haven't read what the character does. We're gonna dive in, let's break him down. I'm expecting the best legend in the entire game. This will be a must-summon event. This event should break the internet. It should break anime history. I'm excited. I hope you are too. Let me know in the comment section below if you're excited for this character. Let me know if you're going to go absolutely crazy on his banner. And while you're down there, better like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Let's dive in. Let's take a look at Gear 5. Luffy! Huge shout out to the Twitter for the information provided. I'll leave a link in the description for you guys. But let's take a look at the character. I did do a prediction video. I will compare the pair later down the line, maybe in a shorts or something like that. But Luffy is a Psy EX character. We got that right. He's a fighter free spirit with Rush. We got that right as well. However, he does have slot bind and he does have critical hit. So we did miss out on that. As for the rest of his information, he's very, very good attack stat. The first EX and the artwork looks incredible. Let's take a look at what his special does. Deals 2 million damage to one enemy, ignoring all defensive effects and normal attacks only. Boosts the type effects of Psy free spirit characters by 3 times for 1 turn. 2.75 for Psy and free spirit characters. Huh? Wait, what? Boost the type effects of normal attacks for Psy free spirit characters by 3 times for 1 turn, 2.75 for Psy free spirit characters, and changes crew's block slots, including block. Sorry, I'm like so pumped up. Block slots to Psy when the special is launched. When the character is in Gear 5, boosts Psy free spirit character slot effects by 3.25 for 1 turn, 2.75 for Psy characters and free spirit characters, and reduces enemies' beneficial effects by 1 turn. Okay. Interesting stuff. So, he's a 3.25 times orb booster for 1 turn. And then it says here that he boosts the type effects of normal attacks of Psy free spirit characters by 3 times for 1 turn. 2.75 for Psy and free spirit characters. I don't know what that bracket part means. Like, what does the brackets mean? Interesting. I don't know why they put it in brackets when it says 3 times for Psy and free spirit. But look, I guess we'll have to wait and see. His captain ability. This is going to be the big one. Captain ability of Luffy changes depending on the current form. So there's a normal form. When the HP is at 0, recover from the game over 1 time. So he has the revive. Yes, sir. Becomes Gear 5. He boosts Psy free spirit characters HP by 1.2. Attack by approximately 5.5. And all other characters get a 4.5 times attack boost. Reduces damage by 20% and increases the chance of landing on Psy and recovery slots, making recovery and Psy matching, and allows you to attain recovery through perfect taps. Reduces special reverse and bind duration. Okay, I thought it was gonna say special reverse and special bind. That's like 2 of the greatest combinations in the entire game. Like, if that was special reverse and like special bind, I do believe it's regular bind. That would be insane. Like, that would be actually insane. However, it's still really, really good utility. Like, really, really good. Gear 5. Crew's normal attacks will ignore enemies' defensive effects, but cancel all defensive effects on the crew. So he has a carrot-like ability in Gear 5. Oh dear. He then boosts Psy and free spirit characters' HP by 1.2, attack by 6 times. There it is. Straight up 6 times multiplier. Boosts all other characters by 5 times, cuts crew's HP by 10% at the end of the turn, boosts crew's chance of landing on Psy and recovery, and makes them matching as well as taking in recovery slots as well. His crewmate ability, which is just off to the side, says that he boosts crew's base stats by 150 and makes Psy and recovery orbs have matching slot effects. And then his other is he just completely removes paralysis. This is a very common Luffy kind of thing. His support goes on Psy free spirit characters, just giving stats, which honestly kind of sucks. It's kind of hoping for something special there. And then he has Rush. Now, this is what's going to make him stand above the rest, because there's not a lot of Rush characters in the game. There's only 2, obviously. At the final battle, if the character is in Gear 5 and performs the 6th tap of an attack. So that means you can't use final tap with this unit. That's a huge deficit. So this is basically a new final tap. Reduces the crew's certain HP depending on the rush. Cumulative boost the chain and boost the attack of the finish tap by up to 0.6. The rush attack boost will be up to a 2.6 times multiplier. Holy. That is crazy good. To put in perspective, Sanji only gives you like a 2.4 or something like that. The downside is here, you are losing final tap, which is huge. Losing final tap is a massive problem. for the unit, but look, it is what it is. Now remember, he has EX Super Special as well, when 3 of the following characters are on the crew, being Zoro, Nami, Usopp, Sanji, Tony, Chopper, Nico, Robin, Frankie, Brook, Jinbei, Yamato, Law, Kid, or Momo, changes the attack multiplier of sight and recovery slots to 3 times. Oh dear. They said, screw you, 2.75. They went straight to 3. Holy dooly. And then changes character to Gear 5 as well. Wait, what? Hang on, let me bring this across for a second for you guys, because you guys can't see this. Hold up. Alright, here is the actual EX special. Changes character to Gear 5. It cannot be removed by crew or enemies. Changes Free Spirit characters to Super Free Spirit characters. And Super Sai. Damn, man. That's good. I really like that you don't have to revive to get Gear 5. You can just activate Gear 5. Or you can die, come back, and then be Gear 5. So that's really, really good. Interesting stuff. Like, really, really interesting stuff. Basically, when it comes to this unit, I don't really know how I feel. I feel like I'm kind of a little bit underwhelmed, but like at the same time, I'm definitely not. This this special ability is insane. 2 million damage through normal attacks only is nuts. It's only to 1 enemy though. I wish it was an AoE. That's the first thing that I kind of don't like. I'm a bit wary about what this wording actually means. It says, boost the type effects of... Hang on. Boost the type effects of Psy and Free Spirit characters by 3 times for 1 turn. 2.75 to Psy characters and Free Spirit characters. And then changes crews slots, including block slots, to Psy. If the special is launched when character is in Gear 5, boosts the slot effects by 3.25 for 1 turn. So, very interesting sort of character builds. But I just don't know what the go is with this line where it says 2.75. Is it maybe meant to be like it boosts the type effects of normal attacks of Psy and Free Spirit characters by 3 times if you're in Gear 5? Like, is that it? And then you get the 2.75? Because, like, if you look over here, it says that you get a 2.75 times orb boost for Psy and Free Spirit characters with his special. Reducing enemies' beneficial effects on the enemy by 1 turn is nuts, because that includes Intimidate, which is crazy. Like, actually crazy. Only 1 turn, though, is kind of like... We've had that with Blackbeard, so I wish it was more. I don't know, I kind of wish this character had more. Because it's Gear 5. But look, at the end of the day, like... The power creep is real with a 6 times captain. A revive mechanic in itself, this right here, is so incredibly broken. I know reviving sucks, and it's a very, very annoying thing to do. But, like, you don't have to worry about defensive effects when you are in Gear 5. And thanks to his Super EX special, you can actually just get into Gear 5 super easily. So that's really nice. His rush, whilst being very, very strong, means you don't get a final tap, which kind of sucks, honestly. I'm kind of bummed about that. But the upside here, too, is when you go into Gear 5, you're not restricted to, like, any amount of turns. Like, you're just Gear 5 moving forward. So you can technically do this on turn 1, and then just stay as Gear 5 for the rest of the fight, which is nuts. Actually nuts. So, very, very interesting. A very interesting direction they've decided to go. I like that he's got utility. Special reverse is really nice. Having... bind removal is incredible. Bind and special bind, in my opinion, are 2 of the most annoying mechanics. And then being the 3 times multiplier for Psy Orbs is just kind of crazy. Just kind of like makes Wano Orbs just like out the door. You don't even need them anymore because like Psy Orbs are now so incredibly strong with this Super EX special. But he also does it for recovery slots too. So like, man, you can do some crazy things. Also, what you could do with this character with Nami as well is going to be absolutely insane. Nami's ability to basically just absorb paralysis and then be a base stat booster, the chain booster for a Psy team, and then use this guy's rush is really, really cool. But he has PvP too, so let's take a look at that. So here we go. The sprite is fantastic. It is a phenomenal looking sprite. It looks so goddamn good. His ability is going to, at level 10, target enemies within a large range for 4,500 damage, targets Psy teammates attack up level 5, and then targets 1 enemy with high current HP that ignores defense for attack of 1.5 times damage. It's okay. Nothing too insane. Nothing too crash hot. As for his GP, I hate that the structure of this is different. As for his GP, His ability at level 5 does Psi teammates attack up, defense up, speed up level 5. His regular ability. Attack, defense, and speed up level 5. Crit up level 5, and then revive self one time for 50%. Honestly, he's okay. Like, he's alright. Then for his GP stats, at level 5, he targets all enemies, ignoring defense for 2.4 times his attack. Does strength and dex Psi teammates attack up, speed up level 8, defense up level 4, and then targets team for half stats reduction. So does that mean enemy team targets the enemy team? Does he target the enemy team, or does he target your team? Because it says, like, or would it say targets teammates for half stats? So he must give half stats. So, like, that's insane. That's, like, the best burst in the game. And all you have to do is deal 60,000 damage. That right there is the best. That is the best burst in the game. You get to use it 2 times. It's literally a better version of Roger. Like, that's literally a better version of Roger. Like what? Like, what? His GP stats at level 5 gives Psi... Hang on one second. I'll read it out as I do this. He does Psi teammates attack up, HP up, level 6. And then he does the CT speed of Dex and Strength characters by... Sorry, HP speed up level 5, as well as the defense up level 2. So, he's a bit wonky in terms of colors. You've just built a bunch of color teams. But all in all, that burst is probably the best burst in the entire game. That's really, really strong. So, all in all, honestly, I'm a bit underwhelmed. But I kind of figured I would be, because I was already hyped up so much what this character is going to be. However, they pretty much hit the nail on the head with stuff like Rush, with like Super EX, and the power that this guy does hold being like a crazy-ass color affinity booster and a crazy-ass orb booster, whilst giving a full bottom matching orbs, making them 3 times, is still nothing to scoff at. He boosts Free Spirit, that's always going to work in his advantage, and he has a lot of very, very good support. But Hi, Editing Stump here. You can see I have 2 hats on, so I'm now smarter. And I spoke to the homies, that's why the second hat's there. After sort of diving into this a little bit more and talking to some people, we got a bit more clarification on the unit, and I'm a little bit happier than what I first seemed. Don't get me wrong, I still think this character is the best character in the game, but I don't think this character is clear. Stuff like Nami and stuff like Sanji, I still think other characters are still going to be very, very good, and this isn't going to be your character to go for everything. However, do you get clarification that with this wording right here, if you have a Psi Free Spirit like Luffy or like Nami or anyone that has both Psi and Free Spirit, you are going to be in good stead to get the 3 times color affinity. However, your Psi and Free Spirit characters will still get a 2.75. So, if you're not a Psi Free Spirit, then you're not going to get the color affinity the 3 times, but you'll still get a 2.75. So, it's going to be weird how that icon looks. And another thing that I said too, actually, that I've now got clarification on, is because of that wording, is this here with the orb boost. It says when you're in Gear 5, boost Psi Free Spirit character slot effects by 3.25. So again, if you're a Psi and a Free Spirit character like Nami or like this new Luffy, you're going to get a 3.25 times orb boost. However, your Psi characters and your Free Spirit characters, say for example, like if you have Sanji on the team, you're going to get a 2.75 orb boost for that particular character. So, not exactly the best. You have to be in Gear 5 to get an orb boost completely, but most of the time, you're going to use this character as Gear 5. If not all the time, like, let's be real. As for the Gear 5 form, it does state that you can get into the Gear 5 if you get a game over as Captain, or if you use the Super EX ability right here. So you can get into Gear 5 by utilizing the Super EX, but from what we know right now, you can use a Super EX as a sub. However, Roger is the only character in the game with a Super EX, and he has to be the captain. So if you can use Luffy's Super EX as a sailor, and then become Gear 5, it makes all of this other stuff that he can do up here a lot more viable in getting the orb boost and the color affinity for your team, and that way you can still be in Gear 5 as a sub. Downside to this particular unit that I also pointed out was his rush mechanic. Now, the rush states that at the final battle, if the character is in Gear 5, or performs the 6 tap. I read it as and, so this is just a much bigger buff, and that way you can get access to this rush ability at a 2.6 times attack multiplier. Sanji caps at 2, where this caps at 2.6. I can't remember what I said Sanji's was, but Sanji caps at 2 for strength, dex, and quick, and this caps at 2.6 rainbow, which is disgusting. Plus, you just need to be in Gear 5, and you can literally tap anywhere in the chain and you're going to get it. Remember, Rush will take priority over Super Tandem, so if you tap with, like, Nami, Robin, and then Luffy, the Rush is going to trigger and not the Super Tandem. But that's not going to stop you from going Robin, Nami, or, sorry, let's say, like, we go Robin, Luffy, Rush, then hit with Nami to activate the Super Tandem that way. Most of the time, you're going to want to hit with this later, but this does open the door to actually use Final Tap again, which I basically said you couldn't, so nice to get that clarification there, and does make the captain and the character a lot better. Again, still think this character is the best character in the game. As for how clear it is, I'm not sure, but we did get a little bit of tidbit information that this character might be getting a 6+. Does seem very, very likely, but if they do and they make this guy better, then I'm all for it, because whilst I'm not blown away by this unit, I still think this character has room to grow, and knowing that that room to grow is around the corner excites me heavily. Let me know your thoughts and opinions of the character in the comment section below. Let me know if you're going to be summoning as well. While you're down there, belt the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff for me. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.